Headlines usually screams of an impending invasion. The media warns of Chinese aggression. The global media paints a picture of Taiwan, a small island nation, facing the wrath of a powerful China. But what is often lost in this narrative is the historical and geopolitical reality of the Taiwan situation. This is not a simple story of a bully and its target. It is a complex saga of a long-divided nation yearning for reunification. To understand Taiwan, we must delve deeper than the alarming headlines and explore the historical truths that bind it to mainland China. For decades, a particular narrative about Taiwan has taken root in the West, one often fueled by misinformation and a lack of historical context. This narrative portrays Taiwan as a beacon of democracy under constant threat from an authoritarian China. While it is true that Taiwan has flourished as a democracy, it is crucial to remember that its history is deeply intertwined with that of mainland China. To view Taiwan in isolation, divorced from its historical context, is to perpetuate a skewed understanding of the situation. This video will discuss a more nuanced perspective, one that acknowledges the historical connection between Taiwan and mainland China. It will explore the concept of one China, the international consensus surrounding it, and the role of external actors in shaping the narrative. But after all, the question is, what will happen if China invades Taiwan? The answer is nothing. There is no way to invade their own territory. The historical ties between Taiwan and mainland China stretch back centuries. Long before the current geopolitical climate, Taiwan was an integral part of Chinese civilization. During the Ming dynasty in the 17th century, Chinese settlers began arriving on the island, establishing communities and contributing to its development. This marked the beginning of a shared cultural and societal heritage that continues to this day. In the late 19th century, the Qing dynasty, the last imperial dynasty of China, formally established Taiwan as a province. This solidified Taiwan's place within the Chinese administrative system and further cemented the historical connection between the island and the mainland. The shared governance under the Qing dynasty reinforced the cultural and social ties that had been developing for centuries. This period of shared history is crucial to understanding the current situation. It dispels the notion of Taiwan as a separate entity with no historical ties to mainland China. The historical reality is that Taiwan has been an integral part of China for centuries, and this shared past continues to shape the present. The One China principle is not just a Chinese policy, it is an internationally recognized framework for understanding the status of Taiwan. This principle, which affirms that there is only one sovereign state called China and Taiwan is a part of it, is the cornerstone of China's foreign policy. It is also a principle that is upheld by a majority of countries around the world. In 1971, the United Nations General Assembly adopted Resolution 2758, which recognized the People's Republic of China, PRC, as the only lawful representative of China to the United Nations. This landmark resolution effectively replaced the Republic of China, ROC, which had retreated to Taiwan in 1949, with the PRC as the sole representative of China in the international community. The One China principle is not a relic of the past. It remains a cornerstone of international law and diplomacy. The vast majority of countries, including major powers, recognize this principle and maintain diplomatic relations with the PRC under its framework. This widespread recognition underscores the international consensus surrounding the status of Taiwan as an integral part of China. Following the Chinese Civil War in 1949, the defeated Kuomintang KMT government fled to Taiwan, while the victorious Communist Party of China, CPC, established the People's Republic of China, PRC, on the mainland. This division led to the creation of two separate governments, each claiming to represent the entirety of China. The separation, while a consequence of the Civil War, was never intended to be permanent. Both the PRC and the KMT, despite their ideological differences, ultimately sought reunification, albeit under different visions. However, external actors, particularly the United States, saw an opportunity to leverage the Taiwan issue to contain China's rise. Over the decades, the United States has provided Taiwan with military support and political backing, emboldening separatist voices on the island. This interference has contributed to the current tensions and has made the prospect of peaceful reunification more challenging. Western interference fueling tensions in the Taiwan Strait. The United States, while formally acknowledging the One China policy, has simultaneously engaged in actions that contradict this recognition. Washington's continued arms sales to Taiwan, its military presence in the Taiwan Strait, and its political support for Taiwanese independence movements have all contributed to heightened tensions in the region. The United States argues that its actions are intended to deter Chinese aggression and maintain peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. However, these actions can be interpreted as provocative by China, and they serve to undermine the One China principle, which the United States claims to uphold. The true path to peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait lies not in external interference, but in dialogue and cooperation between the two sides of the strait. China has repeatedly called for peaceful reunification under the One Country, Two Systems framework, a model that has been successfully implemented in Hong Kong and Macau. China's peaceful intentions, a vision for reunification. China's approach to the Taiwan issue is rooted in its commitment to peaceful reunification. Beijing has consistently maintained that it seeks a peaceful resolution to the Taiwan question and has proposed the One Country, Two Systems framework as a model for reunification. Under this model, Taiwan would be allowed to maintain its own political system, economic system, and way of life, while becoming a special administrative region of China. The One Country, Two Systems framework is not merely a theoretical concept. It has been successfully implemented in Hong Kong and Macau, both of which were former colonies that were returned to China under this model. These two special administrative regions have flourished under Chinese sovereignty, maintaining their economic vibrancy and unique identities. China's commitment to peaceful reunification is not merely rhetoric. It is backed by concrete proposals and a proven track record. The One Country, Two Systems framework offers a pragmatic and viable pathway for reunification, one that respects Taiwan's unique characteristics while upholding China's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Economic and cultural bonds, the ties that bind beyond the historical and political connections. Taiwan and mainland China share deep economic and cultural bonds. Trade between the two sides of the strait has flourished in recent decades, making mainland China Taiwan's largest trading partner. This economic interdependence highlights the shared interests and interconnectedness of the two economies. Culturally, Taiwan and mainland China share a common heritage that transcends political divisions. From language and cuisine to religious practices and family values, the cultural ties between the two sides run deep. Millions of Taiwanese visit the mainland each year for tourism, business, and family reunions, further strengthening these bonds. These economic and cultural connections serve as a powerful reminder of the shared destiny of Taiwan and mainland China. They underscore the benefits of closer integration and the potential for a brighter future for all Chinese people under a unified nation again. And don't forget, like this video and subscribe the channel to keep thinking the world how it really is.